Hello everyone, welcome to another chat breakdown EU. On this chat breakdown, I'm going to be starting my chat breakdown on the weekly time frame. If you are having anything that is distracting you, please stop it and focus in the video right from the beginning to the end. Okay, looking at EU, what you can see is on the left hand side to the right hand side, right, you got a range, and you guys basically that a range is made up of a range low and a range high. Price took the range low with a bearish down close candle. That is where the sell stops away, and then price actually engulfed, made an expansion profile above that candle. Then when we have an expansion profile above a surface area, we should expect a retracement profile or a range profile. And ever since we got this expansion above this bearish candle, we just got a retracement profile. So we got this bearish internal structure after this expansion. Based on that, we got to retrace deeper, right? So the retracement have been deeper based on this particular trading range. Okay, that's basically what I want you guys to understand on this particular time frame. We also got this key levels, right? We got these key levels. Order block. So price is currently at this order block on the weekly chart. Okay, we already have a clue, an idea of what price is doing on the weekly chart. So what price is simply doing on the weekly chart, price is in the range, and price has already taken the range low. So our job is to expect 50% of the range and the opposing end of the range, which are our long-term drawn liquidity. Okay, now we are going to refine our analysis on the daily chart. The daily chart, our job is to refine our analysis. On the left hand side, we got this bearish structure. We got this lower highs, lower low, lower highs, lower low. Price broke above this lower high and gave us a true market structure shift. So we can call that CISD, change in the state of DDV. The actual truth seekers, they will actually understand. If you are serious avoid distractions, you are going to understand. The moment we took this previous swing high, we got this swing low, right? We got this swing low down here, this swing low and this swing high, right? Okay, price broke this swing high, right? And price also broke this swing low here, and then price made an expansion swing towards the upside, right? An expansion swing towards the upside. And when we have an expansion swing, our job is to determine where it was. And due to the fact that the expansion swing was towards the upside, that means we have a bullish dealing range. If you are not yet understood what the dealing range is, you can look the video up there. You are going to see I drop something on dealing ranges and you'll be able to understand. When we mark our dealing range, the next step is to map out the key levels within this particular dealing range. and we got this bullish order block within this daily range, and we also got this internal bearish structure we should actually take into consideration. This internal daily range you should take into consideration. So okay, based on this particular internal structure, we should actually remember that overall we are bullish, and we should actually consider the fact that you can enter the reversal stage very soon. We can call this our POS. Okay, with that said, based on this particular bearish structure, right, this swing high and this swing low, we are still gonna divide our chart into two because we got a bearish daily range. So our job is to divide the chart into two and mark up our key levels. Got this bullish order block. I call it the order block because it generated liquidity on the left hand side. This bullish candle swept the previous candle high, and that is a liquidity signal. Okay, based on this particular daily range, this bearish daily range, and due to the fact it tapped into this order block, we should probably expect a possible reversal to occur, due to the fact that when we have a bullish daily range, our priority is for price to tap our key level, which is at discount region, and reverse. So we should monitor price and see what price is doing. Okay, right now price actually is bouncing 50% of this particular bearish daily range. Right, price is bouncing 50% of the particular bearish daily range, and there's something I want you guys to know here. Right now we have to look for SMTs because we got this particular bullish candle, this bullish candle, and this bullish candle forming. Right, it's a possible sign that we might get an SMT with a particular asset. Okay, we have an SMT with GU. Here's why we have an SMT, because looking at the second candle here on GU, it didn't sweep the previous candle though, and on GU the second candle did sweep the previous candle low. So that's SMT. That's the that is the best way, and that will always be the highest best way in order to make your analysis and analyze SMTs based on candlesticks. Okay, based on this particular SMT idea, you shouldn't expect this second candle on EU to sweep the first candle because it already did that on GU. Okay, our job is now to look for a valid 4-hour candle and position ourselves to trade this particular trading range. I'm talking about this first candle. That is the candle in which we trade today. Okay, what is the main priority on the daily time frame? On the daily time frame, our main priority is to look for our short-term drawn liquidity, because the weekly time frame already helped us to have our long-term drawn liquidity, the long-term targets, long-term expectation in which the particular currency is going to be making. Okay, based on this particular idea on the daily chart and the fact that price is bouncing off this particular 50% of the range, we should actually take into consideration that the market might start going crazy very soon towards the upside. Okay, on the 4-hour chart, you focus on this particular candle, right? On 4-hour chart, focus on that. Okay, on the forward chart, this is the 1 a.m. candle. That is the candle in which we are going to be trading. We're going to apply all the knowledge we have gotten from the market in order to trade this particular 1 a.m. candle. Alright, and here on the 1 a.m. time frame, on the 4-hour time frame, we look for a valid narrative to actually position ourselves on the daily direction. And here we got a good narrative because we took this previous candle low, applying the if then principle. When we take the previous candle low, that is a week below, we expect higher prices. That is the particular logic that we are actually trading with. So we're gonna look for a model number one on the 15-minute time frame and trade from there. Yep, we look for a model number one on the 15-minute time frame and trade from there. After that, we can actually consider trading anything that has to do with EU after we have spotted the model number one, right? Okay, this I'll call this the end of the video. Yes, if you have been able to understand something here, you can consider subscribing, right? This is the SMT we're discussing about here. SMT, SMT with GU. Okay, you guys are following up and you guys are making a very good progress. Okay, if you have been able to watch the video right up to this extent, please like, comment and subscribe. We are together. If you have any question, you ask it down the comment section. When doing the next video, I'll try as much as possible to make you understand what you were asking on the comment section. And if you are looking for a reputable broker to create your trading account, check the description. Up there you see a link to create your access account, and you also see my contact details. You click it and you get directly to me on my DM, and I will answer to you. If you want a mentorship, I'll guide you. If you want knowledge, I'll guide you. So the first thing I'll do when you DM me is to send you some of the books in which you can actually use in order to master this particular concept of CRT. Yeah, CRT is the way. CRT is the ultimate way in order to understand how the market behaves. Okay, guys, peace out.